Hey everyone, happy Friday. This is Natalia with ASVAB Success, and today I'm going to review with you the math questions that I posted for this week. All right, so if you're ready, let's get started. It says, first one, Kevin is 8 years less than twice Natalie's age. The sum of their ages is 40. How old is Kevin? Okay, so with this, it looks to me like I need to do an algebra equation because there's a lot of unknowns, right? So the way we do an algebraic word problem is that we take the words from the actual question and we turn them into an equation. What does that look like? So let's go word by word. Kevin, which I'm going to represent with K. Where I see the word is, I know that's equals. 8 years less than, that means minus 8 for me. Okay? Twice Natalie's age. Twice, 2 times Natalie. And then when I have that, I'm going to subtract that 8. Okay? So super important. It's not 8 minus twice Natalie. It says less than this, which means I have to put that 2n first. Okay? So then it says the sum of their ages is 40. So now I know that K plus N equals 40. How old is Kevin? That's what the question is asking me for. So I'm going to solve for K. Well, first, when I have 2 equations and 2 unknowns, my goal is to eliminate one of them and be left with only 1 equation and 1 unknown, okay? The way I can do that is substitution. Here I see that K is equal to 2n minus 8. So what I can do is wherever I see a K in this equation, I'm going to replace it with 2n minus 8, okay? Because I know that's what K equals. So if that's what K is equal to, then I can replace it with 2n minus 8, and I don't change anything in my equation. The value stays the same. So I'm going to rewrite this second equation. 2n minus 8 plus n equals 40. So 2n plus n, I'm going to combine these two now, and I get 3n minus 8 equals 40. I want to get the n by itself on one side of the equal sign, so I'm going to get rid of that 8. When I do the opposite, I get rid of it. So I'm left with 3n equals 48. Now that 3 is multiplied to the end, so to get rid of it, I do the opposite. I divide it by 3, and I get, actually, let's do that over here. 48 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. 4 minus 3, 1. 3 goes into 18 6 times. So n equals 16. Now, is that my answer? No, because it's asking me for Kevin's age. Now, I know that Kevin is equal to 2n minus 8. Okay? So I'm going to do K is equal to 2 times, I know that n is 16, minus 8. So K equals 2 times 16 is 32, minus 8. And 32 minus 8 gives me 24. Okay? So that is my answer, 24. So something that's important here is, did you notice that even though I came out with some kind of answer at the end of my equation, it wasn't the right answer? So sometimes we'll pick the wrong answer because we think we're done. But a good way to avoid that is to go back and reread the question, okay? All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Just as a reminder, if you have a question about any of these steps, you can leave a comment below and I'll be more than happy to clarify anything for you, okay? So this question says, one of the equal angles of an isosceles triangle is 50 degrees. What is the angle opposite the unequal side? All right, so I like to visualize things. So I'm going to draw an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle has 2 angles that are equal to each other, that are considered the base angles, and then just one angle that's like its own thing right there, okay? Okay, so it says the equal angles is 50 degrees. One of them is. So one is 50. The other one, because it's equal, is also going to be 50. So I can fill that in right there, okay? Now, it's asking what is the angle opposite of the unequal side. Okay? Well, this is the unequal side. I'm going to draw another arrow even though there's one there already. Okay? What is opposite of it? The only angles that are opposite of it are 50 degrees. Okay? This angle right here, based off of the three angles of a triangle equal 180, we can deduce that it's 80 degrees. But it's not asking us for this angle. It's asking us for the angle that's opposite, which is going to be 50 degrees. Okay? So be careful with those words, because sometimes we can be in such a hurry that we don't pay attention to what it's really asking us for. And even though we know the right information, if we're not paying attention, we'll answer it wrong. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Okay, next question. An unknown number is subtracted from 12, multiplied by 10, and increased by 8. The result is 68. What is the unknown number? So an unknown number is, let's start, remember with these algebra ones, we just have to use the words to write the equation, right? So let's dive right into it. It says, unknown number is subtracted from 12. When we're subtracting something from something, that means whatever we're subtracting from goes first. So 12 minus whatever the unknown is. We're going to call it x because we don't know what it is. It's then multiplied by 10. So this whole thing gets multiplied by 10. And increased by 8. So whatever the result of multiplying by 10 is, that is increased by 8. And it gives you 68. Okay, so right off the bat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. Because I like simplifying things and I want to get rid of this extra stuff, okay? The 8 doesn't have to be multiplied by anything or whatever, okay? So I can just subtract it. So that gives me 10 times 12 minus x equals 68 minus 8, 60. Now, this 10 is multiplied here, so what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to distribute it. So I'm going to do, So I'm going to do 10 times 12, 120. 10 minus 10x, and 60. So now I'm going to subtract 120 to eliminate it on this left side. I'm left with negative 10x equals negative 60. I'm going to divide by negative 10. And negative 60 divided by negative 10 gives me positive 6. So the unknown number is positive 6. If you're not sure about that, a good way to check it is put it in here. 12 minus 6 and times 10, 60 plus 8 gives me 68. So you can try that to just kind of check your work. Okay? All right, awesome. Let's keep going. We still have another question. So the question says, a wildlife preserve is laid out in the shape of a perfect circle whose radius is 14 miles. The lion's territory in this preserve is shaped like a wedge and has a fence around it. Two inner sides of the fence meet at a 90-degree angle in the center of the preserve. So this is the preserve. Let's try it out because I like visuals. The fences meet in a 90-degree angle. Okay. And there's a fence around it, like this. So this is the space right here. Okay? How much territory do the lions have? Okay, first things first. This right here is the radius 14 miles. And this is a fourth of the circle. How do I know that? Because to make a 90-degree angle, actually let me draw a new circle for you. To make a 90-degree angle in the circle, I have to cut it in half and then cut it in half again. So this space right here that has a 90-degree angle is 1 out of 4. So it means this is a fourth, okay? All right, now that I have that, if I want to know how much space this is here, how much area, that's what I'm looking for, then I need to find the area of the entire circle, and then I can divide it by 4, okay? So I can know what 1/4 of it is. How do I find the area? Well, area of a circle is pi times r squared. Okay? And we have r is, or radius is 14. So area equals 14 squared times pi. So now let's square 14, just to make our lives easier. We have 16, 4 plus 1, 5, 0, 4, 1, 196. So this is 196 times pi. Now, none of our answers here have pi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by 3.14 because that's what pi represents. It's actually more than that, but we're going to round it to 3.14. So I'm going to do 24, carry the 2, 36 plus 2, 38, carry the 3, 4 plus 3, 7, placeholder 0, 6, 9, 1, 2 placeholder zeros, 18, 28, 5. Ooh, let me make some space there. Hold on. Okay. So we get 4, 14, this is 10, 25, carry the 2, 11, 6. And there's 2 numbers behind the decimal point. So it's 615.44. Now this we're going to divide by 4. So 4 goes into 6 one time. Here 5 times. Make some space. Here 4 times. Oh, just kidding. Not 4 times. 3 times. Decimal. Into 34, we get 4 times 8 is 32. And into 24, 6. So 153.86. Now that we have our answer, we can see that this actually rounds to 154 square miles. So we had to round a little bit, but we basically got it, okay? All right, so this one was very different than questions we've done before. So again, if you have questions about this one, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to clarify it for you. If not, awesome. Great job on these, and good luck as you keep studying for the ASVAB. I just want to remind you that we do this every week, 3 times in the evenings. So if you want to join our group and study with us in more detail, then please feel free to let me know, and I'll give you more information about it. Okay? Have a great day.